Got a call that a turkey was potentially shot from the road. Find it.
Blood and feathers right here. Now you just gotta figure out who it is.
We received a call that there's an injured eagle. This eagle is on an island, so it's gonna make access a little bit more difficult. Time is of an essence.
We got a call from a concerned individual that a turkey was potentially shot from the road. Saw a vehicle drive down the road very shortly after. Heard a shot, and then within seconds, the vehicle was leaving. According to the caller, there's some evidence down on the road with some blood. So we're gonna go over and take a look at it. Possible violation we're gonna be looking at here is the discharge of firearm within 15 feet of a public way. I definitely want to run Aspen. More often than not, the wad is what's always present at the site. But sometimes if turkeys are shot at extreme close range, the wad actually continues with the shot pattern and enters into the turkey. So Lieutenant Bill Boudreau is over here going to be taking a look at it with me.
Feathers are right here somewhere. I got a video of the truck.
So you heard the shot and just kind of drove up real quick?
Yep. Yeah, I was here in like 60 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
So I got kind of close to him. I saw the license plate. I think it started with.
Okay. You can definitely make out what truck it is, but no plate.
Hi, Lieutenant.
How's it going?
Good.
There's a turkey feather. Some blood there.
Not seeing any clippings, but
There's no pellet. Like I'm not seeing any. All right, so I'm just gonna send Aspen out here, see if there's a casing out here. I'm trying to find a wad. We'll go work. Okay. Cool. Canine Aspen is looking for a wad. A wad is a component of the shot shell that holds the projectile together. Good down. Seats. Good. Ready? Okay. Find it. When I deploy Canine Aspen, what I'm looking for is a change in behavior. Aspen's trained final alert when she locates a tangible object is that she will lay down. Find it. Find it. Good. Good. Good girl. Good job. Aspen located a wad.
nice.
Boot track here.
Blood and feathers right here. Wad's right there, so yeah. So everything lines up right back to the road.
Blasted it right from the road.
Now you just gotta figure out who it is.
The wad's 15 yards maybe from the edge of the road. Super tight choke pattern, a lot of blood, so it was a super close shot. His quality is good enough where we have a description and a partial plate. Hey, it's Tom with Fish and Game.
Hey, what's going on?
Would you mind running a Hampshire 20 for me?
Go for it.
So it's 4 digits, Bill.
Yeah, I'll run against the entire state. It might take a minute.
That's okay.
Oh, actually, it came back faster than I thought it was going to be. Nothing. 4-digit plates are so we have nothing back for the state of New Hampshire.
How about a 5-digit plate?
Let me change to the 5 digits. Second. There's a 2016 GMC, so I mean,
Yeah, that's not
will
gonna
be a
be
little bit older.
Yeah, that's a different body style. I think we've exhausted the plate avenue now, so we might need to let it simmer and let this guy, he's got 24 hours to register this bird, so
Okay.
thank you much.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye. I'll also share the description of the suspect vehicle with the guys that I work with in District 4 so that they can keep their eye out when they're checking turkey hunters.
patrol camp here on the Fish and Game. Cover the 26th patrol. So we're in Meredith Bay on Lake Winnipesaukee, where I store my boat, and we're going out to check fishermen, make sure they have a fishing license, life vests, make sure that they're not taking too many fish or short fish or something like that. Lake Winnipesaukee is the largest lake in the state. It's 27 miles long. Should be pretty busy out here. Beautiful weather too. Good, how you doing? Good day. Well, I see 3 guys on the boat. They're pretty young. And the middle guy's fishing. The front guy's holding the pole, but he hasn't fished yet. And he's about to though. He's pulling his trolling motor up, so I think they're gonna move off, so I'll just go check them. Hey. How's it going, guys? You guys having any luck today?
Some
Rock bass?
Yeah, a couple rock bass and perch.
Yep. Nice, just checking licenses. You can just hold them up.
Got my picture.
Perfect. Thank you, sir. Okay, perfect.
That's my boarding license too.
Yep, perfect. Thanks, guys. Enjoy. Too. Now, 3 young guys spending their day Saturday fishing. That's awesome. They got a nice boat to do it in. Hopefully they don't scratch it going through that culvert. This bass boat, they were both fishing, but now only the one guy has the pole. How's it going? Just checking licenses. You know, if you don't have a license, you can't catch a fish.
He's not fishing.
Yeah, he was.
I haven't called any fish.
Well, right now we're meeting up with the suspect for the turkey that was shot from the road in Hancock. Another conservation officer was able to locate the vehicle and interview the hunter. Through the investigation, we found that the suspected shooter had lied on a turkey registration form after shooting 2 turkeys at that location from the road. This is the best chance we've had right now to finally meet. We'll be looking to get his side of the story first, and then we'll go from there. But yes, there's a couple of violations that need to be dealt with. But he's got a clean record. As long as he's willing to be, there he is. As long as he's being willing to be honest with me, I'm willing to be decent with him as well, so. How are you? Wonderful. All right. Thanks for meeting me, by the way. I really appreciate it. I understand a mistake happened. I'm gonna make this as painless as possible, but I want the truth.
This bass boat, they were both fishing, but now only the one guy has the pole. How's it going? Just checking licenses. You know, if you don't have a license, you can't catch a fish.
He's not fishing.
Yeah, he was.
I haven't called any fish.
I was just teasing, but yeah, he was fishing. I saw him fishing. Perfect. And you own the boat?
I own the boat, yes.
Okay. Do you have driver's license on you? No? I saw you fishing before I even checked that other boat. I'm gonna write it up and I'll be right back, okay? This is gonna be a fine today, but if you wanna fish for the weekend, you can get a 3-day pass. Sure. If you go on Hampshire Fish and Game website there. I'll be right with you. So I saw these 2 gentlemen fishing before I checked the last boat, but of course when I come up on him, his pole's down. Yeah, that's why these binoculars are really beneficial to us because we can see them before they see us. And sure enough, he's from Tennessee, came up for the weekend, and just doesn't have a license. A lot of people think they'll never get checked, which, a lot of them never will get checked because we're spread so thin and there's so much water that we're just not able to, but. All right, so it's a $93 fine. You need to answer it to August 27th to the district court in Laconia, so you can mail it, or you can stop by in person, but it doesn't need to be taken care of by that day. All right?
Yes, sir.
Any questions?
Nope.
All right.
Thank you.
Yep. Well, this one's really popular because it's called Fish Cove, so everybody assumes there's fish. Kid wearing the black shirt is holding the pole, and then the kid in the white shirt is definitely fishing. How's it going? You guys having any luck? No? Just checking fishing licenses. Have you got yours?
No, I don't have mine.
You don't have it on you? You don't have one?
I don't have it on me. It's in the house.
Oh, New Hampshire fishing license?
Huh?
New Hampshire fishing license?
Man.
Oh, okay. Do you have a New Hampshire one? Okay. Yeah, so you need to have one for the state that you're in. It's not like a driver's license because it goes to pay for the fish that we put in the lake.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you can go right on our website and get a 1 day or a 3 day or a 7 day or a year license. And like I said, it pays for, the fish that get stocked in the lake. So listen, the good news is I only saw one of you fishing, but the bad news is I saw you fishing. So I'm gonna give you a ticket. So I'm gonna pull off. It's just gonna take me a minute to write it up and I'll be right back, all right? Do you guys have life jackets in there? 5 of them? I only see 2. There's 3?
And then we have the wait.
Okay, so everybody has to have a wearable life jacket. So we'll deal with that in a second, all right? Yeah, so they thought they could fish New Hampshire waters with a mass fishing license. And that's true for saltwater, but it's not reciprocal for freshwater. So I'm writing in the fishing license violation, but they have 5 flotation devices, but only 3 of them are wearable, and they each need to have a wearable item, even though they don't need to actually wear them. We are in a pretty small cove, but there's a lot of boat traffic, so there's some pretty good wake out here. And yeah, they're definitely in a small boat. They could easily take a wave right over the side of it. I'm just gonna give them a warning. I think it's the Yonce boat. It sounds like an education matter. All right, so it's a $93 fine today, okay, for the fishing without a license. My only concern with all the big wake out here is you should definitely, the law requires and you should have a life jacket for each person on board. So I'll just follow you guys back and make sure you get back there safely, all right? All right, take care. I got an injured eagle out here, so. Hey, it's 26. How are you?
Good.
Hey, I got the message reference the eagle on Winnie. I'll give him a call.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Yep, bye. So I received a call through Troop E Dispatch that there's an injured eagle on Kitchen Island in Lake Waukesha, and early reports say that it's a broken wing, possibly. Hey, it's Joe Canfield calling with Fish and Game. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Joe. We were canoeing over by the islands on Waukesha and
Oh.
noticed an eagle on the rocks there. And it looked like its wing might have been broken. And then it sort of fell over and it just doesn't look good.
Yeah, no, appreciate the call. I'm actually out in Winnipesaukee right now, but
Okay.
it's on Kitchen Island on Waukesha, huh?
Exactly, on the northern point. So I'll just text you over there. I have a couple pictures there.
Yep. Okay, sounds good. Appreciate it.
All right.
Yep,
Cheers.
bye.
Bye.
This eagle is on an island, so it's going to make access a little bit more difficult. So we got to leave Lake Winnipesaukee and go over to Lake Waukesha. This eagle is reported to be injured or ill, so time is of an essence, and we're going to get over there as quickly as possible. Operation Wounded Eagle.
I'm gonna make this as painless as possible, but I want the truth. So, What happened?
So, you know, we're going, we hunted there, that was the second day. We hunted,
Okay.
and we didn't see much, there was not much activity.
Yeah.
So he spots some animals going across the road. And they weren't far away, but they were going across left to right. And I jumped out and I ran down that road. I got a shell in on the way there, and I tried to get away from the road. Because I know it's the 15 feet off the traveled way. And I shot, and I killed 2 birds. As soon as I see 2 things walking around, I know up. So, and I didn't want to spend a lot of time there with the evidence. So we went to the house. Right then, I registered 1.
Right then you registered 1, and then the other one you must have registered at your house. Okay, gotcha. So I saw your registration slips, ran the plate, comes back, not the truck I'm looking for. And the time frames were off. That's why we have registration forms. It's accountability for the birds, it helps with management numbers, and it allows us to help us do our job. When you lie on those forms, it's called unsworn falsification, and that's a Class B misdemeanor. Those are criminal charges. I just don't want you to, you know, I understand you travel all over and you have a criminal, I don't want you, how old are you? I don't want you having a criminal record years old, okay? It'll be a violation for fish and game, violation for taking a second bird before registering the first one, failure to tag both birds, and then it'll be shooting from the road, which I'll place that fine on file, 2 years good behavior, okay? And then we'll knock down the 2 misdemeanor charges to violations with $500 fines. All right. You know, he's being honest. There's a couple of details that he's a little sugarcoating is a good way to put it. But he is admitted to everything. But right now he's working on a voluntary written statement for me. And we're just kind of wrapping up paperwork here on our side. Good to go? These white ones are for the misdemeanor unsworn falsifications that we're going to be looking to drop down to the violations, okay? This is for taking a second turkey before registering the first one, okay? $124. This one's going to stay true, okay? And there's 2 for failing to tag the turkey immediately upon killing, okay? And then the shooting from within 15 feet of a public way. And I'm gonna give you my business card so you can call me if you have any questions, okay? All right, thanks for stopping and talking with me. Take care. Not only is hunting from the road illegal, but it also poses a safety concern to other people, and it also goes against principles of fair chase.
So I received a call that there's an injured eagle on Kitchen Island in Lake Waukesha. And early reports say that it's a broken wing, possibly. Unfortunately, Lake Waukesha doesn't have its own boat, so I'm gonna have to go and grab that out of storage and bring it over to the lake. So we're headed to Meredith, Lake Waukesha. I grabbed my small boat and grabbed a cardboard box, so we'll be able to have something to put it in. Next up, get the boat in the water, and hopefully the eagle's still there, or it's better and it's back up in its nest or wherever it needs to be. So I know there's a eagle's nest out here, so we'll see. We'll take a look at it. Actually, that might be it there. Yeah, it looks like it's on the rocks there on the northeast side. Best case scenario is we get close to it and it flies away. But if it's been there all day, I don't think it's gonna fly away. It's definitely a juvenile eagle. It is got brown feathers all over the head. Once they become adults, they do turn white, so I'm certain of that. So the behavior of the bird's a little bit odd. while it's sitting on the rocks, it's actually resting on its chest and it's got its wings outstretched. However, it does look alert and it's holding its head up straight and it's looking at me. It seems very attentive. Today I'm gonna call Maria Colby at Wings of Dawn. She's an expert in raptors and I'm gonna get her opinion as to the condition that this bird is in. Hi Maria, it's Joe Canfield with Fish and Game.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you doing? So I'm out on Lake Waukee and this juvenile eagle is on a rock and it's been there all morning and it's kind of like laying on its chest. I can send you a picture if you want. It's just sitting there its head's up, it's staring at me, it looks good. It just is been there a while, you know? So everybody's worried about it.
If folks give it some space, it will probably vocalize to the adults to feed it.
Okay, yep. I'm around the corner from it now and it looks like everybody's leaving it alone, so.
Give it till tomorrow to see what was going on.
And I'll check on it too, and if it looks different, I'll let you know too, so.
Okay, thank you for doing this.
Yeah, not a problem. Take care.
Okay.
Bye.
You too.
This eagle's getting a lot of attention on the lake. I've gotten a lot of calls on it. There is a nest on the island, and I know its parents are around. I got a report that they saw adult eagles flying this morning, so I know they're still around. The best case scenario is to keep a bird in its natural environment in the wild. I'm gonna leave this eagle as it is on this rock. I think it's healthy enough to survive the night, and we're gonna check it tomorrow. I checked on the eagle this morning and it is off the rocks and I can actually see it up in the nest now, so that's great news for this eagle. Yes, certainly if anybody in the public sees animals that they think are in distress, leave them alone and feel free to give us a call and we'll assess that animal to see if it does need help. This is a great example of leaving wild animals in the wild to take care of themselves. That's what they were made for. And as guardians of these animals, I'm there to protect it if it needs help. But in this case, it worked out well.
Hey there, it's Conservation Officer John Demler, and thanks for watching the Game Warden Channel. If you want to see more Game Wardens in New Hampshire, click this link and check out the next video.